Recently, Republican New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu made waves when he was at a dinner with some Republican donors and got up on stage talking about how Donald Trump is a joke, called him an effing clown, or effing crazy, and then of course said that he's not crazy enough to be put in a mental institution, but if he were in a mental institution, he's probably not getting out. That's what Chris Sununu said. Well, Donald Trump, of course, was not happy about that, but according to Republican pollster Frank Luntz, do you know who was happy about it? Other Republican officials from across the country. Because as Luntz says, he said out loud, Sununu said out loud, what all these other Republicans are saying in private. Because according to Luntz, behind closed doors, all of these Republicans hate Trump. They're sick and tired of him. They don't want to deal with him. They want to move on from the 2020 election. Let me read you what Frank Luntz had to say about this. I don't know a single Republican who was surprised by what Sununu said. He said what they were thinking. They won't say it in public, but behind his back, they think he's a child. They're laughing at him. That's what made it significant. Trump isn't the same man he was a year ago. Even many Republicans are tired of going back and rehashing the 2020 election. Everybody else has moved on, and in Washington, everyone believes he lost the election. So they're laughing at him. They call him a child. They want to move on from the 2020 election. Fantastic. Grow a pair. I don't care one bit what Republicans say behind closed doors, unless, of course, it's about policy that's going to impact our lives. But them mocking Trump, laughing at him, telling jokes about him, ha ha ha, that's fun, right? It means nothing. If you don't have the courage to stand up and say these things publicly, then none of it matters, right? It's all hearsay, and we have no way to verify if it's true or not. Why don't y'all, and I know, by the way, that Sununu wasn't aware that his comments were going to leak, which is probably why he felt comfortable enough saying this. Had he known that his comments were going to get out there in the public, I guarantee you he probably wouldn't have said them. But he should. And these other Republicans should as well. We really are dealing with a situation here with Donald Trump where it is the emperor's new clothes. He doesn't actually have power. He doesn't have authority, but he thinks he does. And so all the other Republicans out there are too afraid to tell him that he doesn't, so they pretend that he does. And then finally, you get Chris Sununu standing up, not realizing anybody could hear him, saying the emperor has no clothes. What everybody else was whispering in the crowd. Stand up and say it. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Because here's the funny part. If you wake up, if you go out there, if you say these things, put out a video, send out a tweet, go on Fox or Newsmax and say it to their faces, watch how quickly the tide will turn. Somebody in the Republican Party has to emerge as a leader on this issue, but they're all too cowardly to do it because none of them are leaders. So they're going to continue to laugh at him. They're going to mock him behind closed doors. And they're going to be laughing all the way up until he becomes their nominee for 2024. And then watch how quickly they all fall in line. Because these Republicans today are spineless little sycophants who love to mock people behind closed doors, but wouldn't dare call them out to their face. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.